Good day. Welcome to the Solid Experts Technical Tip Series. My name is John Nolan, and today I'm going to show you some options in your Toolbox hardware standards configuration that can make it easier for you to preset part numbers and descriptions for a series of Toolbox hardware items all in one shot. Now, rather than do this from within SOLIDWORKS Tools Options, I'm going to choose to go to my Windows button. I'm going to go down to my SOLIDWORKS entries. In my SOLIDWORKS folder, way down near the bottom, is this Toolbox Settings. Click on that, and we're going to go straight to the second option, which is to customize our hardware. Now, you do have the option here, if you wish, to turn off some of the standards you're not going to use, and thus reduce the size of the standard database that is driving Toolbox in the library. Here we're going to choose to go into ANSI metric, bolts and screws, and socket head screws. Now in this case I've chosen an item that has a few number of entries here to kind of speed things up. And also in this case, I've chosen a local supplier from which I'm going to buy my Toolbox hardware from. And in this case, they have nice part numbers that I want to use. So it's a nice logical arrangement of part numbers, and that's what I want. And it's a limited size set, which is also what I'm going to use in this case, just to speed things up here. So in the socket head, button head screw, one of the first items I'm going to do is go down to the thread display, and I've purposely unchecked the additional thread types. So for this particular instance, to remove duplicate entries before I generate the tables, I want to use just Toolbox hardware with cosmetic threads. I don't want to have multiple thread types displayed. Also, I've previously done in our size range here is I've unchecked the ones that don't match with my local supplier. Alright, so I've cleared the enable on the sizes that don't match with our local supplier here. Now this next step, you do have to be a little observant here. It's this little icon in the upper right corner of the table display. In there is an option to import the data and export the data. Now in this case I've already done it, and I have an Excel table now of my button head cap screws for ANSI metric. In this case I've even used some of the functionality in Excel to pre-populate the description based on the existing cells in the table. So I'm concatenating the cells together, and so I have my M3x6 socket button head cap screw. Very good. Now for the part numbers, because the series I chose happened to go in a nice convenient sequence, now I can just autofill or even drag to fill my part numbers. Once I have that done, I save my table, come back to my toolbox. I'm going to choose to this time import the data. Go with my latest table. And very quickly, I've now autofilled my part numbers and descriptions for an entire series of Toolbox fasteners all in one shot. The final step here is just hit save on the Toolbox browser library, and I'm done. Hopefully this gives you some ideas about pre-populating your descriptions and so forth. You can either have one person assigned from your firm to do this, a CAD administrator or something like that, or it might be a good job for a co-op or an intern student. Again, thank you for your time and attention. This has been the Solid Experts Technical Tips Series. Good day.